If you like the great outdoors, free camping, and a splash of van life, consider subscribing to our channel and hit that bell for a new adventure every week. Oh yeah. Those look great. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, it's like a deep hole in the ground.
We are Dave, Carrie, and Rudel. In 2018, we set out to explore one adventure at a time. Join us as we continue our journey to find the best free camping.
This is great. I love it. Today we are 16 miles outside of Williams, Arizona, just off Fire Road 109. And once again, we're out in the middle of nowhere off the beaten path. And there is a special hidden gem here. I can't wait to explore it. And well, as I'm walking right here, I gotta show you this. But I don't know if you can see that indentation right here. That looks like an elk track. Here's another one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But this is just what we needed, some peace and quiet, and to be out in the middle of nowhere again. That seems like that's where we feel most at home and can relax the best. And just look how beautiful it is. Nice pine forest, but we have a nice clearing for solar for our rig. And there's no one camping even within a mile of us, and probably further. And this is because this is national forest, this is dispersed camping here. And I'm just ready to relax a little bit and enjoy the peace and quiet and go explore that hidden gem. Carrie went for a little hike to do some scouting for a photo shoot tomorrow, so that left me here at camp. And I decided to get a fire going because I miss fires. And last summer there was a burn restriction almost everywhere we went. So it's early enough in the year, we already checked, there's no burn restriction here. And so here it is. And it looks like the perfect little campfire with even a place to cook on there. So I want to show you some tools I use anytime I get a fire going. To start off with, I have this little piece of conduit pipe that I bent at a 90-degree angle at the end. So I use this to move coals around with inside the fire. And I'll be using this to move coals underneath that rock if we do any cooking on it. But it's just great for tending the fire, and I keep it with me. And I can even blow through the end here, and it will help start the fire. The air goes all the way through it out the end. So I like to have that handy. Of course, I got my little rake right here, and it's collapsible, and it's always a good idea to rake around the fire. I like to keep it handy. And of course a shovel. So anytime you have a fire going, it's a good idea to keep a shovel. That way if there's a coal that pops out, I can get it and put it back in the fire. Or if I had to, I could get some dirt and douse the fire with it. But this is a pretty cool little setup. And I'm enjoying a fire. We just didn't get enough last year. Gonna sit here and relax a little bit and wait for Carrie to come back to camp. Just hanging out here by the fire, and Rudel comes running up. There he is. So he's all excited. So I know Carrie must be near. Well, how'd it go?
There's 3 waterfalls.
3 waterfalls?
Yeah, they're seasonal, but Sycamore Falls is the best. And it's a canyon.
Is it like the pictures?
Yeah, but you're not gonna like it. It's a
Oh, was it scary bringing Rudel along?
No, he was good. I made him stay back.
Okay.
I was watching climbers climb it.
The question is there any water in it?
Yeah, there is, but you can tell that it's seasonal.
Okay.
In the summertime, and there won't be any water.
Poodle! He's so excited to be back.
In fact, there's a creek right down here behind us that runs into one waterfall.
I thought I could see a creek back there. Might have to just hike down the creek.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool tool.
It's easy to make too. All I did was I cut it, I hit the end with a hammer till I smashed it out just enough where a little bit of air could go through. And then I heated it up with the torch, just a second, Rudel, and bent it to a 90 degree. That's it. And
The key is you have to heat it or it cracks.
you have to heat it up, yeah. And there's no cracks in it. It's just great for moving coals around. It's awesome. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna move a bunch of coals underneath that flat rock, clean it up just a little bit, and we're gonna cook dinner on it.
Dave really wants to cook our pork chops on this Arizona flagstone.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work out good.
Okay.
So let's see how it goes.
So there's a space underneath it where you're gonna move the coals?
Yep, so I'm gonna pile them all up, maybe with the shovel.
Do you have enough?
Yeah, oh, that's plenty. Oh, it's hot. I'm gonna get my handy little stick here, fire poker, and pull some of those coals through. Yeah, that looks good.
You could push them from this side too.
Save some of these coals over here. I'm gonna keep these burning a little bit. So when the oil is all the way melted, we'll know it's hot enough.
That's all you need.
I was gonna put more on. We'll know it's hot enough to add the meat. And it looks like it's getting pretty hot already. Ooh.
Oh, they look good.
Little wind. Oh yeah. Those look great. Probably about another 5 minutes and they'll be ready to eat.
Yeah. I think it's gonna work.
Yep. I've been wanting to cook on a rock for 40 years.
40 years?
Probably.
Only since you were 12?
Yep.
What are you so excited about? Huh?
He's hungry again.
All right, how did it turn out?
I think it turned out good. I haven't tasted it yet. But this is some green beans that you made, right?
Yep.
It looks like garlic on them. Looks good. Here we go.
Oh, it looks tender.
Mmm.
Is it good?
That's good. It reminds me of when we cooked it on a stick. It's that good.
It's not too dry?
No, it's not dry at all.
All right, I'm ready.
Me too.
3 cameras on me.
I'm looking forward to checking out what's down there and finding this hidden secret. I have not seen it yet. The Rudel's ball's on the window.
No, we're not taking
And
the ball.
we're not taking that with us.
We're
But
exploring today.
well, let's go find out what's down there.
Go find this creek down here that's behind us. Come on, Roots. Come on.
I think we're following what's left of an elk trail. And it'd be cool to see some out here, but I think Rudel they'd probably see him or hear him coming and take off. Is that true, Rudel? Yeah, they probably would. I can hear that pleasant sound of the water. We're very close to Little Creek, and that's a good thing that there's still water in it, because that's going to make all the difference when we get down. And it looks like it's pretty tough hiking. We're going to be boulder hopping. Not much water. We are standing at the very top of a waterfall. And the cliff around here, this is where the canyon first starts, the very start of the canyon.
It's the canyon Y, so this is one fork of it.
One fork of a Y? Okay, yeah. I can just hear the water gurgling down. I don't know how close I can get to the edge here. Or I definitely don't like Rudel getting close to the edge. Oh, there's a pool down there. I can't get any closer. I want to get closer and look at that pool, but I just can't do it. For obvious reasons, I wanted to fly my drone here, so I started doing some research, and I have 3 apps that I use. One's called AirMap, one's called Before You Fly, another one's called Aloft. So I checked all 3 apps out. 2 of them said I could fly here. One of them said I could not fly here. So that drew my attention. And the one that seems to be the most accurate is called AirMap, if you're looking for an app to download before you fly. That one showed something going on with this. So I brought up aeronautical chart that I got from SkyVector, and anybody can access that online. It's free. And sure enough, this is a wilderness area, and it's called the Sycamore Canyon Wilderness Area. You cannot fly your drone in a wilderness area. So anytime you're flying your drone, it's the person flying the drone's responsibility to gather the information and get it all correct. Otherwise you can get a fine, and this is an area you probably would get fined, and it would be giant. So the canyon itself starts right behind me, right at that waterfall, and goes down the whole canyon. This is the very start of the canyon. So I can still fly above it, I just can't get anywhere around the canyon itself. Ah, cool. How neat would that be to rappel all the way down to the bottom of this and get that view? Oh, and here it is. And this isn't the only waterfall, there's another one here too. So I don't think this is actually Sycamore Falls. Is this Sycamore Falls? No, this one isn't even, I don't even know if it has a name. It looks deep down there, the water.
Get hot out here?
All right, I can hear the sound of a big waterfall. So that must mean we're coming up on the main attraction, Sycamore Falls. Ooh, I can't wait to see it. It's just so rugged around here, and I don't trust my balance. There's plenty of places to trip and fall. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, it's like a deep hole in the ground. I wish the sun was on it.
So this canyon is beautiful and the waterfalls are beautiful, but I must admit that it is super rugged around the edge. You know Dave doesn't like hikes. We're sitting back about 50 feet from the edge. And I will admit that a lot of people coming to look at these falls, and to see the falls, you have to get really close to the edge. I've been nervous watching people.
Yeah, because the edge has got these rough rocks and boulders everywhere. We've already seen a couple people lose their step and almost fall. So it's kind of freaky. And then we just watched a family go by with two little young boys. They were like 3 or 4 years old, and they're running all over the place. I could hardly watch it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I am gonna come back early in the morning and see if we can catch a good view of the falls, because that's the only time I think the sun is going to be on it. But the falls is incredible. It's just a giant hole in the ground.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're looking straight down at it.
That's a beautiful pool down there. Riddle.
Come here. Come here. That's a cool little waterfall.
Yeah.
I know this water's cold because the first time I threw the stick in the water, Rudel had to think twice before he got it. He went out in the water a little bit and turned around like that. And then he's like, oh, I guess I can. And there's patches of snow. It's definitely snow water. Good boy. But he loves it. Good boy, Rudel. Let me know when you want me to throw that stick again.
As we head back to camp, we decide today is the perfect day to do absolutely nothing but relax. I did it. I managed to get out of bed bright and early. I brought Rudel with me today. Let's go out and see if we can get a sunrise. And maybe a shot of the waterfalls with some sunlight on the actual waterfall. All right, let's get a beautiful look at this amazing sunrise that we get up so early to see. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. What the heck? Clouds everywhere. Well, sunrise was a bust. But I think we'll walk up, check out the waterfall, and get a picture of it with no shadows on it. Really love to see some animal wildlife. Maybe some elk or a bear across the way so it's not too close to me. Even a mountain lion. But right now all I hear is birds and the sound of water. It does feel good to get up this early. Just hard getting out of bed. What do you think, Rudel? No sunrise. Was the walk worth it? He says yes.
I, 'cause 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 I I apologize ahead of time for the extra amount of wind noise, as there is a springtime snowstorm moving into the area, and we are at 6,600 feet.
Yes. Okay, so let's start with our favorite things about this spot.
I really enjoyed this location. I feel like we got one of the best locations to camp in the whole area because, for one, we're quite a ways off the road, super quiet, peaceful here, and very near the falls itself.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. It's like a 5-minute walk to the falls. I've walked there every day, different times of the day, trying to get that perfect picture. It is perfect nighttime sky photography, but I've been too lazy to get out because it has been cold at night. We are at 6,600 feet.
Yeah.
So I haven't got out to do that. Okay, so let's go into what you need to know here. Again, we've already said it, we're at 6,600 feet. When we came in, there's standing water everywhere. So we were very careful to pick a spot where we knew we wouldn't get stuck.
Yeah, as we were looking on the side of the roads, there's deep ruts. This dirt turns to mud very quickly. This little loop that we're in, I found 3 different locations where somebody has already been stuck.
Yeah, so we're very cautious. This is springtime. The waterfall is seasonal. You'll need to be here early spring or maybe in the summer during the monsoon or right after a monsoon storm. But then again, you'll need to be careful where you park if you go off-road.
Yes.
Like Dave said, we are far enough off-road that we're not getting any dust from the vehicles. Rudel can be off-leash. We don't have to worry about him. But it is a very busy road. Yeah,
and this is a national forest, so there's a 14-day stay limit here. There's no services other than we are getting some cell reception.
We are getting 1 bar of Verizon LTE. If you're patient, you can get that to work. We are getting, I think, 3 bars of Verizon, 3 bars of T-Mobile hotspot, which seems to be working fairly good.
Yep. We are 16 miles out of Williams, so that is the closest place to get supplies. And the road to get here, it's going to be a little bumpy and a little bit washboard, so be prepared for that. You may have to go slow or whatever that perfect speed is to handle the washboard.
Yes. Any car, any size rig can get in here. Yep. Any sedan can get to the falls. Again, we just caution going off-road.
Yeah, the gravel road itself getting in, Fire Road 109, is in decent shape because they have used gravel instead of dirt to make it. So we feel like we're not going to get stuck on that as long as it's not covered with snow.
Yeah, and I do want to mention we're 2 miles away from Whitehorse Campground, which opens from May to September. So if you come after May, you could probably reserve yourself a spot in the campground, especially in the summertime if it's monsoon season.
Yep. If you come here at a certain time of year where it has not rained for a long period of time, there could be absolutely no water on the waterfall.
Yes.
So you want to kind of plan it like that so you can at least see some water coming over the top.
Yeah, but there could be tons of camping spots.
There could be. Yeah, the camping is good enough to stand alone. It's that good.
Yeah. Right now it's just too muddy to go off the road in very many places. Yeah. There is elk in the area. We saw some coming in. We have not seen any here, so keep an eye out for those. There's supposed to be ringtail cats here.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So I'm hoping maybe in the future we could see those.
That would be nice.
You know.
All right, I think we just about covered it all.
Yeah. So we're gonna give you a little teaser for next week because we told you that winter storm's coming in. We are gonna move 18 miles further into the forest to the rim of Sycamore Canyon, where we're probably gonna get a blizzard snowstorm.
Oh, I hope we do, but I got a feeling we won't. But it would be nice to see some snow.
All right, so stay tuned for next week and see what we find. And as always, thank you for watching this week.
And now almost all the snow's melted, and hopefully the mud will dry up as quick as the snow melted. So we're gonna make a run for it. If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron, or check out our new merchandise at oneadvantureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.